everyone, and welcome to Sand Creek Park for CTN's coverage of the Little League City Championship between the Crawl A's and the Crawl Twins. Joe Yund, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie, good to see that both Crawl and the Cardinal Little League came together once more and had a combined bracket for the city championship. But as the tournament goes, two Crawl teams finding their way to the championship round.
Yeah, this is exciting. I mean, because this is where it all starts at this level. And, you know, we've talked about how many Little League games we've done over the years, and Little League players eventually go on to play varsity ball. And it's exciting because you play for the love of the game, certainly at this level. And this is going to be a lot of fun.
Nolan Lee, the catcher for the Twins, a lefty. Don't see that very often. The left-handed catcher. Twins are the home team. The A's will have the first chance to strike. Kyler Larson will lead things off from the right side of the plate against the pitcher, Marcus Burt. Fastball hit back to the left side, scooped up by Salisbury. The throw is in time, one pitch, one out.
Nice job by Salisbury, just able to control that, pick up the grounder effortlessly, and throw over to first to Ogren to get the out.
It's always interesting to do the Little League games because the fielders change quite often.
Yes.
But we have the fielding charts for inning number one. We'll see if we can keep up with who's where as we move along. Sloan Lamoureux digging in now, takes a pitch up high, 1-0.
Sloan, his nickname is Cilantro. That's what the guys call him, and you know they all have a walk-up song, Joe.
Cilantro. Like
that's
the herb. Line shot, but Olsen there again. Or Salisbury, rather, there again.
Well,
Lamoureux got good part of the bat on the ball and lined it towards left field, but a good jump by Talon Salisbury to reel it in.
Well, yeah, I mean, that had a little smoke on it, and Salisbury did a really nice job of just moving to his right and snagging that line drive.
Stemweedle, first pitch swinging, drops it in to right field for a two-out single.
Stemmy, as his teammates call him. Coaches say that he's solid all around, even-keeled young man.
Bring up Luke Harbor with a man at first and two away. The A's swinging early. First pitch, driven to left, and the diving play by Joey Peregrine for out number 3. And it's a very quick top half of the first inning.
It really was. He's got the nice flow.
There's a couple of guys there sporting some serious salad.
I mean, coming in on it, I mean, he made a nice play for the ball as he went to his knees and they able to get in his glove and make sure he closed it. Smile on his face. Love to see it.
Yeah, this being at the ballpark here does definitely bring back some memories. A lot of days, a lot of evenings, a lot of weekends spent at this ballpark. And the best part of the whole experience, the tree tickets. Ask any Little Leaguer, and they'll tell you the games were great.
But it's the treats.
But the treats afterward were the best.
That's what you play for, is the treats.
William Welts getting the start for the A's on the hill. It seems like just yesterday that my son was playing at this level, and as small as he is, I don't remember him being as small as these guys are.
He probably was.
Oh, or smaller.
Or smaller. There's head coach Carl Ogren of the Twins. we certainly thank both coaches, he and Steve Wald, for their help getting us information today, and so we can talk about these young athletes and say a little, get people watching to know a little bit about them as well.
Harbor was last at the dish, had to go get the gear on so that he can take position behind the plate.
There you see Joey Peregrine. Peregrine's going to lead it off for the Twins, JP, as he is known. And you know, he's got a walkout song. I don't think they're playing it tonight, but it's I thought it was interesting. Shipping out to Boston by the Dropkick Murphys. I know you're a big favorite of the Dropkick Murphys.
Well, and I saw that, and I thought that was an interesting choice. I don't understand, how is he not the Falcon?
Yeah, I agree.
Peregrine, it just seemed too easy to be the Falcon.
Oh, maybe he's got some older siblings that are the Falcons. Maybe that was taken. Nice pitch.
Looks at it, gauges that first pitch. Grashong, the third baseman, way in on the grass. And this one rolled to the left side. Olson up with it. The throw is in time.
Wow.
For out number one. Had to hurry it as it was slowed up through the long infield grass, and a speedy runner, Peregrine, but good barehanded grab by Olson and the throw in time. And that'll bring up Taylin Salisbury. This is the last game at Sand Creek for all the 12-year-olds. Obviously, a fair number of the players in tonight's game will be back for one more season, but they did so that's Kyler Larson. Olson.
Well, the S-O-N. I had the S-O-N
killing
correct.
Me, Shapiro.
We apologize to the family of Kyler Larson for calling him Kyler Olson, but at least we took care of it in the first inning.
This one hit into right. It will fall in front of Mastro, and a one-out single for Taylin Salisbury.
Well, Salisbury, a couple of nice plays in the field, and gets a base hit here.
And now James Ogren looks at a fastball for a strike. Runner is gunned down, trying to get to second as Salisbury win on the first pitch. A good throw down from Harbor, and the tag applied for the second out.
Yeah, he definitely got the good jump, but Harbor even hesitated a little bit. I like the call with the jump.
This one popped up in foul territory, wide of third base. Therefore, it is Grashong. And despite a one-out single, the Twins go down 1-2-3. No score after the first inning. You're watching the Little League City Championship on CTN. back at Sand Creek, home of the Coon Rapids Andover American Little League.
Nice crowd here tonight. It's beautiful evening.
It is gorgeous night for baseball. I had a couple of rain showers throughout the day, short bursts of rain. Last one coming through around 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then as soon as that one got through here, the sun came out, and it is a beautiful day for baseball. William Welts will lead things off for the A's here in the second. Pitch at the knees for a strike, 0-1.
William Welts, or as his buddies call him, Willie. He's coaches describe him a good attitude, clubhouse type of kid.
Catches the outside corner, and Burt gets ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch by Burt.
Welts out in front of that one. Rips it foul. It'll stay 1-2.
Again, just want to make sure you get a piece of it. Make sure you keep your at-bat alive. We talk about it all the time at the high school level.
Burt trying to get him to chase something down and away. Welts lays off and is now seeing more pitches. Goes after the high heat. Burt gets the strikeout, his first of the ball game, but he threw more pitches to Welts than he did in the entire first inning.
Yeah, and he knows that.
Grashok first pitch, high fly to short left. Underneath it is Peregrine. It kind of took him to his left at the last second, but he's able to make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's able to hang on to the ball.
Right field's wide open for you.
Fastball in for a strike to Braden McCann. This one grounded to first. Easy scoop and tag for the first baseman, and the A's are done 1-2-3 in the second. No scores. We head to the bottom of the second inning on CTS.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life, and I am so proud to call you my son.
Bring your friends to the ballpark. No matter how many legs they walk on, it's good to have friends at the ballpark. And we are moving right along. Each team with a hit through the first inning and a half, but nobody able to get past first base. And both teams free swinging. They are not going to sit in there. Both pitchers are putting them over the plate and challenging hitters, and the hitters are ready to swing.
Well, Burt has a great nickname. It's Cheeto. I love it.
Line drive into right field and a leadoff single for Marcus Burt.
Oh, Cheeto with a base hit.
Bring up Colin Zilmer. Pitch called to strike, hit the letters. 0-1.
Well, Zilmer, or Zilly as he's known to his teammates, his walk-up song is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Looking through these walk-up songs, very, very diverse, different types of music kids like.
The kid who chose Lawrence Welk really caught me off
No, that was
guard.
me. That was me. That's my walk-up, well, my stroll-up song.
Welts ahead in the count here, 0-2 with a runner at first and nobody out. And he is going to get his first strikeout of the afternoon. Of the 3-pitch swinging variety against Colin Zilmer. I'll bring up Zach Mooney. Mooney trying to bunt, got a little piece of it, and off the deflection, it caught the catcher Harbor awkwardly. He's going to need an extra second to shake that off.
Yeah, just go walk. He says to our home plate official he's okay. Just going to stretch it out a little bit. I think it got him right on the knee, on a part where the pad didn't protect him. Or did he say the ankle? Okay, he did say the ankle. As Joe Yund always says, rub a little dirt on it, you'll be fine. Oh, yeah.
So Welts ahead in the count to Mooney, 0-1.
Mooney's nickname is a pretty good one, too. It's Z-Money. And his walk-up song is Jump Around, by one of Joe's favorites, House of Pain. I know you have that on your jam.
Fouled that one back, 0-2.
Used to humor me. You just don't listen to me anymore. Oh, nice
and
pitch.
A called third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts on 6 pitches after giving up the leadoff single. And now Nolan Lee. We take another look at the pure artistry from William Welts. Pitch up high, 1-0.
Nolan's walk-up song is Thunderstruck by AC/DC. I like that.
It's better than being lightning struck. This one hit into left. It will fall and skip past Kuzman. Burt is running all the way. They're going to send him home. Throw not in time. And it's going to be an RBI triple for Nolan Lee to get the Twins on the board.
Yeah, Twins, they're going to draw first blood here this evening as they get a run here across with a couple of outs here in the bottom half of the second. You can see just able to get that to left field, falls right in front of the fielder.
When it took kind of a funny hop, it got past Kuzman.
That's Vince Talley.
Or Tally, as we talked about.
They change every
move
inning.
around
Yeah, we can't really.
Quite a bit.
I might as well throw out the fielding charts at this point.
Kuzman was there to start. Cox skies this one at short. Catch is made by Larson. And that is out number 3. But the damage done, an RBI triple by Nolan Lee, gets the Twins on the board 1-0 after 2 on CTN.
Did Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Back at Sand Creek, the Twins with a pair of hits in the bottom of the second inning. A big 2-out triple by Nolan Lee to drive in the game's first run.
There's the head coach of the A's, Steve Walden. Again, we want to thank both coaches for helping us out, getting us lineups, getting us little bios, a little bit of bio for some of these, for all these players. And
so Marcus Burt back on, and Teague Lunau wanted to check his swing, but got a piece of it, foul ball.
Lunau, or Looney as his teammates call him, he says, coaches say he works as hard as anyone. His work ethic will allow him to continue to get better because he puts the effort into it. I like to see that.
Bird able to sneak that one underneath his bat, get ahead in the count 1-2. This one popped up behind second base, and the catch is made by Sidney Eppenberger for out number 1.
Nice job by Eppenberger to get underneath it.
To bring up Brody Wold. Well, both of these pitchers being very efficient, which pitch count can come up big, but not if you're getting through batters and through innings the way they have so far. They're able to go deep into ball games.
Brody, his favorite athlete is Byron Buxton. He's one of mine as well.
When he's healthy?
When he's healthy. Well, he's a good guy, even if he's not healthy or not, but definitely Twins need him on the field.
Had a home run last night,
yep.
I believe. And there is another strikeout, second strikeout of the ball game for Burt, as Wold out in front of that pitch goes down swinging. That'll bring up Easton Mastro.
E-Dog.
Able to check his swing at the pitch up high. Another kid sporting some serious flow.
Yep. Like it. His favorite athlete is Javier Baez.
Up and in, 2-1. And now down and away, 3-1, and the first time we've seen either pitcher get to a 3-ball count.
Well, a good job at the plate, being patient, good eye.
One's in there, and the count is full. Two outs, nobody on. And that is just low for ball 4. That was a tough one to take.
I like the way Master just hustles down the first baseline to get to that bag after the free pass.
bring up Vince Talley. First pitch in the dirt. Lee keeping a close eye on Mastro down at first.
Vince, he's a Beastie Boys fan. His walk-up song is Brass Monkey.
It's a good one.
Yep.
And now the last couple of hitters starting to work the count a little bit more against Bird. No sooner had I talked about pitch counts being low, and this one skipped back up the middle and through. 2-out knock for Talley.
A good job by Talley just finding that, getting it back through the box and being able to get that base hit, moving your player along, your teammate along.
Callan Kuzman. Foul him back the first pitch.
Coaches say he's been hitting the ball really well lately. And this is a good opportunity here. The top of the third with runners at first and second. A couple outs, see if he can keep this inning going.
Pitch called to strike, and Bird ahead in the count 0-2. Trying to get out of this with no damage done. 2 on, 2 out. Gets himself ahead 0-2. Kuzman gets a piece and keeps himself alive. This Twins club took the lead in the bottom of the second inning, trying to hold that lead now with the A's trying to mount a 2-out rally. Inside, and I'm loving Lee. He hung on and framed that pitch and just stayed still for a long, long time waiting for that call. This one fouled.
The A's beat the Cardinals and the Red Sox to get here.
Good eye.
Skipped in front of the plate. Lee able to block it and keep the runners from advancing. The count goes to 2-2.
Oh, we always talk about good defensive catchers. Keep that ball in front of them.
Kuzman battling away. That's his third 2-strike foul. Just able to get that bat down out of the way, and the count is full. Got a piece, but Lee able to squeeze it for the strikeout. Burt had to battle through a lot of pitches in that inning, but gets away unscathed. Twins still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
Defense and pitching has been key early on in this ball game. Keeping the offenses at bay. But a big 2-out hit by Nolan Lee in the bottom of the second inning drove in what is, to this point, the only run of the game, scored by the pitcher, Marcus Burt, helping his own cause.
Always nice when that happens.
Getting all the way around from first base on the triple. Ashton Smeda leading off the third here for the Twins, trying to add to that lead.
Well, the coaches call him Ash. His teammates call him Pablo. He also is a Byron Buxton fan.
I imagine that's a pretty popular
Yeah.
choice. He is kind of the face of the Twins. Good fastball there from Welts.
I'm a Joe
Even
Young
the count
fan.
1-1. Well, when he is healthy, he is quite a fun player to watch.
Oh,
There's
he's
no doubt.
one of the best.
Welts took a little something off it, but puts it in. Throws Smeda and gets ahead in the count, 1-2.
Nice.
One fouled off the screen, and Smeda will stay alive at 2-2. Check swing. That pitch was
the
up
bat.
and in,
Yeah,
but he
hit the
got a
bat.
piece of it. Got a good piece of that one. Drives it into right field, and a leadoff single for Smeda.
Did a nice job of fighting off that pitch and putting it in, finding the green in right field.
I'll bring up Sidney Eppenberger. Fastball misses high, 1-0.
Teammates call her Sid. She's a Brian Dozier fan.
Oh, a little bit of older,
Yeah.
old school.
I like it.
Oh, and just foul in
Yeah.
front of first.
I like the thought, though, if you can lace that one down the line. You're getting that runner from first over to third.
Comes up empty. That evens the count, 2-2. Welts gave up a leadoff single in the second and followed it up with 2 3-pitch strikeouts. Able to find the zone there, and it wasn't a 3-pitch strikeout, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. Second punch out of the afternoon for Welts. Third strikeout, second of the punch out variety. That'll bring up Reagan Von Jaski.
Reegs. Nickname of Reegs. I like it.
That one well wide, and Smeda will scramble over to the second base on the wild pitch.
Being a Javier Baez fan.
Vanjoski slaps it foul. And Welts ahead in the count, 1-2. Able to check the swing and get the count to 2-2.
Oh, it was a nice pitch.
And another called strike, 3. Smita went over to third because the A's started leaving thinking there were 3 outs.
There's only 2.
Smita able to get over to third. Little confusion, and that run now just 60 feet away. Back to this is Ethan Lammer's final batter of the order for the Twins. Takes the strike, 0-1.
Ethan, better known as Easy E. What a surprise, another fan of Byron Buxton.
Called strike. It skips away from Grashang, but not far enough for Smita to try and come home. But Welts ahead in the count now, 1-2.
Yeah, a big spot here for the A's. They don't want to let another run come through. Trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Leadoff single and then 3 straight strikeouts for Welts, all on called third strikes. He has 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. Still, the Twins have that 1-0 lead as we head to the 4th. You're watching the City Little League Championship on CTN.
Did you know? City Code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back. You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I wasn't
Back
sure.
at Sand Creek. Just 1 run through 3 innings. It goes to the home team, the Twins, as they are trying to grab that city championship. James Ogren will take over on the mound. He's got big shoes to fill,
He does.
as Marcus Burt threw 3 scoreless innings. But yeah, he threw 27 pitches in the 3rd inning. He only had 14 pitches in the first 2 combined. And he will start from the top of the order. Kyler Larson grounded to short. First pitch he saw. Certainly wasn't going to swing at that pitch up over his eyes. High heat does get him to swing through, though, and it's 1-1.
Well, you'll like Kyler Larson, or better known as the K-Man. His favorite athlete, Sidney Crosby.
It's a good choice.
Yep.
I saw a couple of hockey
Yep.
guys in there.
Well, I'm just saying. I know you're a hockey guy.
One-two pitch just misses outside.
Did not miss by much.
Oh, and Salisbury waiting for the call.
Heard the groan from the crowd.
Curveball, he reaches out and pokes it to short. It's fielded. The throw to Kopp is in time. Good stretch there at first for out number 1. Colin Zilmer there at short. Catches it on a short hop. Gets the throw over in time. Helps when, I think Kopp's the biggest kid on either roster.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's got a little more room to stretch. That'll bring up Sloan Lamoureux. Got a really good piece of it his first time up. First pitch, first strike he saw. He lined it to short. This one grounded, but the flip from Eppenberger eludes the glove of Kopp. And Lamoureux is safe at first with one away.
She's got her glove down on the ball, but and again, then she had to. It came out. She had to rush her throw.
Over the head of the left fielder. This will tie the ball game up. An RBI double for Luke Harbor.
Yeah, Harbor gave that ball a ride, and it went up and over the left fielder. Harbor
Probably the best hit ball
Yeah.
that we've seen. William Welts at the plate, takes a pitch down and away. We apologize for our
I tripped on
technical difficulties.
I tripped on the extension cord, sorry. But yeah, Harbor was able to jump on that pitch and able to tie this game up. But you had mentioned A's now threatening here with just 1 out and 2 on.
Two and 0 now to William Welts. 2-1 rather. Down low, 3-1. And Ogren in danger of loading the bases with one away. It's a big strike there as he got Welts out on his toes.
Oh, Welt's big fan of Aaron Judge. Like to get a hold of one here, just like Judge does in the major leagues.
Takes it low for ball 4 instead, and the bases will be loaded for Chase Grosjean. Grosjean, a fly ball to left his first time up, and now an opportunity to give his team the lead and possibly a big lead.
Well, yeah, just
Trying
talk
to
about
put up some crooked numbers.
Yeah, with just the one away and bases loaded. Gronsong is who they call Chaser. He goes way back as one of his favorite athletes is Kirby Puckett. But coaches say he's got a ton of potential. Good player now. He's had 2 older brothers play here, Joe. Dad played here. Aunts and uncles have played here. It's a family affair. Twins trying to get out of a jam.
It's a 1-1 game here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out, the bases loaded for Chase Grosjean. Pitch is in there for a strike. As Ogren trying to work way out of a jam.
Yeah, and he'd like to get that second out at the plate.
Misses outside. Count is even, 1-1. Took something off of that, and Grashong way out in front. Chopped it foul. It's 1-2. Fastball misses outside.
Good patience at the plate. In this situation, you want to get that pitch that's perfect for you.
And he goes back to that curveball and gets Grashong out in front of it again.
Huge second out.
Giant strikeout. And now you just have to worry about the hitter at the plate, Braden McCann.
That's a pretty pitch.
McCann, a ground ball to first base first time up. Goes back to that curveball. It was outside. Salisbury, a nice grab.
Coach says McCann, one of the better hitters on this club. This is a good opportunity for him here.
Trying to lean on that curveball, but missing outside again. Closer, but still off the mark, and now a 3-0 count and no place to put him. And that is ball 4. McCann will get the RBI walk, and that will put the A's in front 2-1.
Yeah, I know that's frustrating for Ogren there as he walks in the go-ahead run. A lot of baseball left. This one goes 6 innings.
Teague Lunau at the dish and looks at a strike and another. It's 0-2. Ogren a little bit of fire now, working quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated he walked in that run.
Goes back to the curveball. Lunau got a piece of it. Stays 1-2. Misses up high. This one sky down the left field line, just in foul territory. Peregrine makes the catch to end the inning. But 2 across for the A's in the top of the 4th. They have a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom half on CTN.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You expect to have a good game when you get to the championship. And that's exactly what we have here. City championship between the Crawl Athletics and the Crawl Twins. Twins had that 1-0 lead, but a rally in the top of the fourth for the A's has them in the driver's seat 2-1. Top of the order due up here for the Twins, looking to answer.
Yeah, and you saw the views of the crowd. We have a really nice crowd here for the championship.
Well, it's a
doesn't
beautiful
help.
day.
Well, and plus it doesn't help that Joe Young's here. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. That's a big draw.
Peregrine, grounder to short first time up, reaching for that one, trying to bunt. Bunts it foul, 0-1. Welts, just 39 pitches through 3 innings. But the innings have gotten progressively longer.
They have.
And we'll see how long before the A's go to the bullpen. Falls behind the leadoff man here, 3-1.
Yeah, especially since they just grabbed the lead, and it is slim, obviously, at 2-1.
Peregrine fouls that one back out of play. Full count.
There you go.
Fouls another one back and stays alive. We'll try again at 3-2. That one foul. And Peregrine going to make sure to get his money's worth out of this at bat. Welts only needed 7 pitches to get 3 outs in the first inning. That was his 8th pitch to Peregrine, and it's the first walk surrendered by the A's pitcher.
Well, that's the way the Twins wanted to start here. Get that leadoff runner on, now trailing 2-1.
Talon Salisbury singled in his first at bat. Then caught stealing on the very next pitch.
But Talon has 3 nicknames, not just 1, not just 2, but 3. They either call him T or Salsa or Tenor.
Salsa's a good.
I like
I like
Salsa.
that. That's a good one.
Derek Jeter, his favorite player. It's a good choice.
Hard to go wrong with the captain.
Yep.
2-0. This one deep down the right field line, but well foul out of play. But he definitely gave that ball a ride.
He did.
Inside, 3-1.
Peregrine's just toying that see if he can get the throw. He's challenging catcher. Oh. Oh.
Fastball in for a strike. Salisbury trying to sell it on his way down to first.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It was I should have been on first. I like it. It was halfway down the baseline.
Inside, skips away. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Big turn by Peregrine. But Grashon quickly to the ball, make sure he didn't get any extra bases. But after no walks and 5 strikeouts through the first 2 innings, or 3 innings, back-to-back walks to start.
Coach Wold
This 4th.
Take a walk out to the mound. And I don't know that he's going to make a change here, but a little bit of strategy calling Unsung out.
This one hit well, but foul. Ogren a pop-up just wide of third base his first time up. And now, of course, after taking the hill in the top half of the inning, he'd like to help his own cause. Welch took that one hard off the knee. Everyone will be safe, and you just hope Welch is okay. That was a line shot.
Let's see it come right back up the box. Oh, was it the ankle? The ankle.
Yeah, he tried to get out of the way and not quite able to do so, and that one is going to sting.
Yeah, definitely will. Could definitely not avoid it. Just hope, again, I hope he's okay, can get up and put some weight on it.
And the Twins now with bases loaded, nobody out. Going to try and walk it off a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to swell up a little bit.
That's tough. That's his plant foot.
Yep.
And looks like he's stretching it out and feeling okay. But you know, the true test will be to see if if he stays in, how much it affects his drive. And
we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure they'll give him a few pitches here.
Looks like he's gonna try and muscle through.
He's gonna give it a go. I like it.
In a tough situation, obviously, with the bases loaded, nobody out. Trying to protect that one-run lead his team finally got in the top half of the inning.
Well, it's good to see that he's able to put the weight on it and he's able to see if he can stay in the game.
So here we go with nobody out, bases loaded. Marcus Burt, who was the starting pitcher for the Twins, singled and scored the only run so far for the Twins. Now a chance to be the hero.
Yeah, big spot here with the bases loaded, nobody out. Nice pitch.
Off speed pitch, grounded down the first base line and just foul.
Again, I like the thought.
Well, and if that stays fair, I think the first baseman makes the play if it's fair because he's guarding that line. But this one hit into center field, coming in to make the catch. Tagging and coming home is Peregrine. He will score. This game is tied. A sacrifice fly for Marcus Burt. All runners advance. And still only one out here in the inning.
I like the hustle of Joey Peregrine.
And now Colin Zilmer will come in with 2 in scoring position, only 1 out. Strikeout victim his first time up. Got a piece. High fly down the left field line. This one will be over the head of the fielder. 1 run will score. They're going to try and send another one. Coming in is Ogren. He's across as well. It's a 2-run double for Colin Zilmer and a 4-2 lead for the Twins.
Well, the A's didn't hold on to that lead for very long as the Twins came back and been dominating here in the bottom half of the 4th. Already 3 across and just 1 away. Runner at second. Just couldn't bring that one in.
Now Zach Mooney. Thought about it, held off, and takes a strike, 1-1. Bends that one in there, gets himself ahead, and they count 1-2. Mooney could not hold off. Down on strikes for the second time tonight, and a big second out for Welts.
Yeah, that's a huge second out because now you've given up the 3 here and you've given the lead back to the Twins and you've got a runner at third. You just want to make sure you get out of this inning without any more damage.
Nolan Lee, the big RBI triple. His first at bat, fouls this one back off of our umpire, and he gets to shake it and walk it off. That'll wake you up.
That'll give the mask a little bit of a rattle.
One and one. Up and in, gets away, wild pitch, sliding in safely from third is Zilmer. A 4-run inning and a 5-2 lead for the Twins.
Yeah, just pushing that lead up. A 2-1 count on Lee, and certainly the A's just want to get out of this inning.
No chance for Grashong on that. And a good heads-up base running play by Zilmer. Makes it a 3-run lead. Lee fouls it off. 2-2. Outside, full count. That one is in there, and back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning, but the wild pitch during the last batter does allow one more run to cross. 4 runs in the inning for the Twins. They lead 5-2 as we head to the 5th on CTN.
As the world faces the challenges of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Lions recognize that kindness matters now more than ever. And Lions and Leos are finding ways to continue to serve our communities. For more than 100 years, in times of need, Lions always find a way to help those around them. And after we emerge from this, we will be stronger than ever. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
I was the lead gunner of the convoy that we had. While I was suppressing fire, I felt a flick on my upper biceps area. Right after my recovery, I had to find myself again and see what else I could do to continue my selfless service. Having an organization like the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, putting me back into working with wounded troops helped me to process my injury. I'm Sergeant Mary Herrera, and my alive date was November 8th, 2003.
For more information, visit saluteheroes.org.
Back at the ballpark. Both teams trading crooked numbers in that fourth inning. 2 runs for the A's, answered by 4 from the Twins in the bottom half. And the Twins with a 5-2 lead as we start the 5th.
Yeah, the A's would like to get something going here, now trailing by 3. Nice pitch there.
Ogren started with the curve. We saw him bending that one quite a bit in the last inning, his first inning of work, and then follows it up with a fastball. Gets himself ahead, and they count 0-2, goes back to the bender, gets Wold swinging. A 3-pitch strikeout to start the inning.
And that's the way the Twins want to start in the field, quite obviously, is they want to get a quick inning, get back to the plate, nurse that lead.
That'll bring up Easton Mastro. Earned a walk first time up. Looks at a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Mixing the pitch as well, but the fastball misses, 1-1. Down and in, 2-1.
Yeah, he threw that fastball in there, but just couldn't keep it in the zone.
And now 3-1. Able to bend that one in the right spot and get the count full.
Yeah, Mastro gets when he gets down in that crouch, is a little bit that strike zone diminishes.
And a big strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. And after a rough first inning of work, a good start for Ogren here in the 5th.
Oh, nice pitch there. Yeah, he does mix his pitches well.
Well, and when he's getting that curveball working and he's leaning on it, and Talley way out in front of it, both of those. Goes back to it. Talley got a piece of it that time. And will stay alive at 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Ogren fans the side in the 5th. We go to the bottom half. Twins leading the A's 5-2 in the City Little League Championship on CTN.
Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On Collection Day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
It was a pitcher's duel early. The Twins got on the board in the second inning, but it was a 1-0 game until the fourth, when the A's scored 2 in the top half, and the Twins answered with 4 in the bottom half, and they now lead 5-2 as we get ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Well, the A's need the same type of inning the Twins just had in the field. They want to get up, get quick outs and get back to the plate, get an opportunity to try and climb back into, because their next at bats are their last chance.
So Kyler Larson will take over on the mound. First pitch hit high to short left field. Over to make the catch is the shortstop. I believe that's Grashong. He has to turn around before I know for sure.
Yeah.
One pitch, one out.
That's the way you want it.
Ashton Smeda singled his first time up. Takes a pitch up high. Comes up empty with a big hack, 1-1. Foul out of play. Easy take that time, as that one was over the head of Smeda. Misses outside to full count. This one grounded to the left side. Grashong makes the play, throws across in time for out number 2.
Yeah, sharply hit ball, but right to Grashong. Makes a nice throw across the diamond. And right into the glove, and good throw gets him.
Eppenberger at the plate. Strikeout victim, first time up. Of course, her first time seeing Larson, as it's his first inning of work.
Yep.
This one grounded to short. Coming in on it is Grashong. The throw to Lunau in time. And the Twins are done. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. We go to the 6th. The A's need at least 3 to keep their championship dreams alive. Their chance is next on CTN.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
It all comes down to this, the top of the 6th inning. The A's need 3 to tie, 4 to take a lead. Callan Kuzmit, first pitch, grounded to short, up with it is Burt. He makes the throw across, and there's one down.
Yeah, quick out here to start the top of the 6th for the Twins. Exactly what they want, obviously. Just a nice job on the ground ball and the throw over to the first for out number 1.
And back to the top of the order, Kyler Larson, 0 for 2, a couple of ground balls, both to shortstop. First pitch fouled off the screen. Ogren, his 3rd inning of work. Struggled a little bit getting into the groove. Gave up those 2 runs on 2 hits in that first inning he worked in the 4th, but then fanned the side in the 5th.
Yeah, and he's got some pitches to play with here, being ahead in the count 1 and 2.
High heat gets Larson swinging, and that is strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game for Ogren.
Yeah,
in 2 2/3 innings.
Chase that high heat.
And that'll bring up Sloan Lamoureux. Lamoureux will line out to short in the 1st and then reached on an error and scored. Takes a pitch down and away. This one chopped. It is a fair ball. It hit the bat, so that's an out. That could be ball game right there as we discussed this.
Yeah, we'll see if they call it.
But it clearly hit the, if you call that a fair ball, it hit the bat in fair territory.
Yep. That's an out. Or it should be anyway. We'll see. We're having a lengthy discussion, our 2 officials. I'll watch it again. He called a fair ball. And
yep, you got to make sure that bat goes into foul territory.
Yeah, there you see it hit the bat.
But they want to make sure they get the call right.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the championship. All the marbles. Did it hit the plate? I don't think so.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
Plate's in foul territory or in fair territory.
I just was curious if it hit the plate first.
But it hit the bat in fair territory.
Okay, so they're gonna give it to him.
All right. So I guess you call that a single?
Apparently.
Stemweedle digs in. He's 2 for 2. Scored a run in that 4th inning. Called strike. The A's are down to their final strike.
Twins trying to taste the championship.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
They'll stay alive.
But it got past the catcher. And he's going to reach on the pass ball. And the A's are going to stay alive. And the tying run is going to come to the plate in Luke Harbor.
Harbor gave it the last time he was up, gave it a ride.
Yeah, he had the RBI double. Pitch down in the dirt. Good stop by Salisbury, keeps the runners from advancing. Another pitch low, 2-0.
Good job by Salisbury to glove that one. He's going to call time and have a walk out to the mound. Head coach Carl Ogren also. So infield will come in, talk about things here. 2-2. I'm sorry, 2-0. 2 away.
So Harbor back in with 2 on, 2 out. This one hit well out to left, but what a play by the Falcon. Joey Peregrine kind of waited on it, made it look dramatic. He makes the catch and secures the win for his Twins.
Yeah, he made that play just like that in the first inning, because he started out in left field and coming in on the ball and again going to the knees, but making sure he looked it into the glove. Nice way to end the ball game for the Twins. They get the out and the city championship.
Yeah, and what a response really from the Twins after falling behind in the top half of the second inning. They respond with a 4-run bottom half, and then able to close it out from there and grab the championship with the 5-2 victory.
Yeah, nice win for them, and they're going to collect their hardware and get that win.
So we will take a short break and then be back with the presentation of the trophies for the Little League City Championship on CTN.
I've been driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like the trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Luke Harbor. T. Glunow.
He's next.
Braden McCann. Chase Groshon. Sloan Lamoureux. Easton Mastro. Vince Talley. Owen Stemwettle. Alan Kuzman. Brody Wolf.
William Welts. Tyler Larson. Brain freeze, total brain freeze. All right, now for our city champions, we have the Twins.
Talon Salisbury. Regan Van Josky. Joey Peregrine. Style points in the outfield there, Joey. James Ogren. Marcus Burt. Ashton Pablo. Nolan Lee. Ethan Easy E. Mason Cobb. Zach Mooney. Colin Zilmer. And Sydney Eppenberg.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.